Welcome to Aspiring Hollywood, where you can see the stars of tomorrow today before the glitz and glamour. I'm Luciano Saber. My guest today is a very talented 15-year-old singer, dancer, and accomplished actress. Her name is Oana Gregory, and she's definitely somebody you should know. Oana, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So you've done several projects. Tell me, you've done a film?
Yes, I did my first feature film 2 summers ago, and it's called Spork.
Okay, and what's Spork about?
Spork is, it's an interesting comedy. It takes place in the 1980s, 1990s. It's actually about an intersex girl sort of finding her way through high school, and you know, just any high school has their cliques, and I'm part of that kind of mean girl clique and everything, and it's a funny comedy, and it has dance involved in it, and it's nice.
And who directed?
J.B. Guman Jr.
Tell me about the experience on the set of Spork. This was your first feature film.
It was really exciting. It was really fun working with everybody and just, I don't know, getting the feel of filming a film. It was really fun.
Right, so what was one of your most memorable moments while shooting?
I would say like the dance scenes, because they were really fun.
So you had to do a lot of rehearsals
and so forth?
Yeah, we
did a lot of rehearsals, like in between scenes and everything. Tell
me how you got started, because look, Aspiring Hollywood, as I'm sure you probably already know, is about people that are accomplished, accomplished filmmakers, actors such as yourself, and directors, producers, and writers, and so forth, that are actually working on projects in Hollywood. But the most important component of Aspiring Hollywood is to try to help the people that haven't yet gotten to that point, and maybe they're thinking about making their first feature film or writing their first screenplay or becoming an actor. So it's very important to give advice to these people. I want to know how you got started in this business.
Well, I went to a modeling and acting school called Barbizon, and I really didn't go to become an actress or anything, but I started the classes and everything, and I found that it's something I really like to do. And with that school, I came to LA for the first time, and I did this competition called IMTA, where I found my manager and agent, and that's sort of how I got started and started auditioning and everything.
Okay, so that's great that you found your manager and agent. I mean, that's such an easy statement to make, right? But when you're actually doing it, when you're actually looking for an agent or for a manager, right?
It's a longer process.
It's a longer process, right? So what did you have to do? Did you have to audition for them?
Yes, the competition, it was really about every manager and agent sort of auditioned actors and actresses that they wanted to see, and they'd give callbacks and everything. And at the end of the whole competition, they sort of decided who they would want to be with, and I interviewed a couple and decided who I wanted to go with.
Wow, so you had to choose.
Well, yeah, because I sort of went and sat down with everyone that said that maybe they'd want to sign with me. So then I sat down and interviewed like each of them, and the director of the school that I first went to for the modeling and acting classes helped me decide.
Wow, so that's almost unheard of. I mean, you've never acted before. You just went to this place called Barbizon where you studied a little bit of acting, right? And then you end up in California and in Hollywood of all places. You audition for these people, and then you get several offers. How many offers did you get?
I had for agents and managers. I mean, it was a really big competition, and there was a lot of people, and this was including all managers and agents for acting and modeling. I think there were about 50-something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is just incredible.
Yeah, it was really nice.
So you got your agent and your manager, and then what? You started going to audition for print, is that correct?
Yes. I'm with Ford for modeling, and I started auditioning where I got a lot of print for things like Billabong and Bratz and Dolls and everything.
So tell me about that. What was that like? I mean, you were in Chicago before, right? So coming from Chicago to Hollywood, you audition for all these people, 50 agents, you get several offers for representation, and then your first time out, you get print work for toy boxes.
Yeah, it was really exciting. I did a lot of billabong, and I did a lot of brats, and I just kept getting called back for the brats and everything, for print, for toy boxes. And I also did fashion shows with Hilary Duff and for Mary-Kate and Ashley.
That is really, you're really on the fast track, right? So then tell me about Spork. What happened? How did you get that role?
Well, I went for the audition, and I think there were about 2 callbacks. At one of them, they sort of matched us up with the characters. And there was dance involved in the movie, so we also had a dance callback. And after that, I got the call that I booked it.
So tell me, what is a typical audition for a teenager in Hollywood? How does that work exactly?
Well, you get called by your agency that, you have an audition coming up, and you get your sides and sometimes the whole script, and you want to read what it's about so you can really get into character, memorize your lines, coach, and go in for the audition. and then if they like you, they call you back for a second. That's called the callback, right? Right. Okay. And then if you do well on the callback, then you might get another one.
Then you might get another one, or you go to producers.
Right. Or sometimes if it's like a show, you'll get called for network, which is really exciting.
Yeah, and you've been to a few networks.
Yes, I did, right? For Disney Channel.
Right. What are your aspirations, Oana? What do you want to do? I don't want to say when you grow up, because you look like you're already grown up and you're so mature. What do you want to do in Hollywood?
It would be like a dream to get on a TV show. That would be really awesome. But I just want to continue me auditioning, because that's what I do every day, and hopefully just book more movies and hopefully some shows. I
have to mention this, folks, and you probably noticed this as well. You look a lot like Cameron Diaz, like a younger version of Cameron Diaz.
I get it all the time when I go in auditions and everything.
What advice would you have for teenage girls that want to be actresses? They want to get into acting, singing, dancing, and so forth.
Well, I would say, once you get into it and you have your agency and you're all set, I would say to not give up. You probably hear it all the time, but just don't give up and keep auditioning, because it is a really hard and competitive industry, and just give it your all and hope for the best.
Well, Oana, thank you so much for joining us on Aspiring Hollywood, and thank you guys for watching at home, and please visit us again for more great interviews such as the one with Oana Gregory. Hey, who's your manager?
My manager is Crystal Workman with Totally Kids Management.
Very nice. And thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you next time. I'm Luciano Saber for Aspiring Hollywood.